We're going to pot a few plants today. I'm going to take a look at the pots real quick. Some of y'all have seen this before. That's okay, we'll review. If you've seen it, that's alright. Just a quick review here, let me get them right. The plants we're going to be repotting are coming out of 1 gallon pots. This is our 1 gallon here. I've talked about before, this is common in the industry when we take them out of the greenhouse, out of the trays where we root the plants. Initially, we'll put them in 1 gallon pots. When they get big enough, we move them up to larger size pots. This is a 2.5 gallon. This is a 3 gallon. These are the two that I use mostly around here for repotting. And this is what we usually either use as show plants once we get them in the larger pots, or we sell them in these larger pots. For the smaller 1 gallon pots, we typically reuse these several times. We take plants out, put them in one of these bigger ones, and then we'll reuse these. I don't usually sell them, and you can't show them in these small pots. We're going to be using the 2.5 gallon today. I do some of both, some 2.5 and some 3, but we're going to be working with the slightly smaller 2.5 gallon pot today. Got to grab me a pair of gloves. I forgot to grab them out here. It's been a little bit rainy this morning, some real light rain, mist and rain, so everything is kind of damp. And I'm putting on some gloves, mainly because of everything being damp. Everything will stick to my hands really bad with it being damp like that, so it just makes it easier to go ahead and put on some gloves. Not so much to get the dirty part. I don't worry too much about getting dirty. I don't mind being a little bit dirty, but when it's damp, everything sticks so bad, it makes it a little harder to do stuff. We've got our pot and soil in this wheelbarrow. I got an empty pot in here. And one day here before too long, I'm going to build me a little wooden platform to set on top of the wheelbarrow so I can set the pot up like this so we can see better, but I don't have that done quite yet. I thought about that today and need to do that. Put a little bit of pot and soil in here. And I've done several of these, so I kind of know how much at this point. I'll check them. I'll take the pot, plant still in the pot, and I'll set it down in there just to get an idea of whether or not I've got enough pot and soil in the bottom of my pot already. After I do several of them, I don't have to worry about that so much. I kind of remember where they need to go. So that one's ready. I got it about right. I'm going to take this, kind of mash around the sides of the pot a little bit and on the bottom to loosen it up. Then I'll turn it over upside down over my wheelbarrow so if anything spills, catch it. And they should come out nice and easy just like that one did. Get it in the pot. Then start getting pot and soil. Fill it in around it. Sometimes I do this in the same wheelbarrow the pot and soil's in, but this morning, since I've got my other wheelbarrow happens to be empty, I'm going ahead and using it. If I spill any pot and soil, it's in the other wheelbarrow. I'm not wasting it. I can still use it later. I'll pack it down just a little bit. Move it out here on top of this bucket. Now that I got it filled, I can move it out here where hopefully y'all can see it just a little bit better. And then I'm going to get some of my bamboo sticks. Some of y'all have seen these before too. My bamboo sticks here, stakes. These are 3 foot. I've also got some that are 4 foot. The reason I got 2 different sizes is because of the supply place I get them from was out of the size I normally get. So I got some 4 foot ones And that's okay. They're not that much different. The price is not that much different. The 4-foot ones work, so I went ahead and bought them. That's all I could get, and they work all right. Got the 3 bamboo stakes in here. I'm gonna tie them up at the top, and because this is a vining plant, it'll start wrapping around these bamboo stakes and it'll grow up. This will give us some support for this plant to grow up on. Pause it for a minute.